Hey guys, Tony here, CCxRC, and earlier this year I asked you what you wanted to see more of on the channel, and you said you wanted more live videos. And so we're going to do that tonight. We're actually going to do a live unboxing. Haven't done one of these before, so we'll see how it goes. You'll see some of the processes I do, and you know, some of the mistakes or whatever that I make along the way. So we've got the DHK Zombie 8E here that was sent to me from GearBest, and a little bit of a funny story about that is that GearBest has sent me a few vehicles to review, and my contact there, Sarah, started asking me what RCs we'd like to see more of, and then through our conversations she sent me a few that she was questioning, you know, would this be something people would be interested in, and this was one of them, and I said I'm interested in that one based on the specs. I think it looks totally rad. I'm into monster trucks. The Bison was amazing, and so I was like, let's, you know, if this is something you guys want to carry, I'd love to do a review of it. And so here we have it. She sent it along, and what you get with this is a 70 kilometer an hour or 40 plus mile per hour vehicle. It's a brushless system, 1/8 monster truck. It's running, well, this says that it's running an 80 amp ESC on the box with a 2260 kV motor. But on their website it says it's a 100 amp ESC and it's a 2030 kV motor. So we'll try and see when we open this up what we've got. I'm not sure which one to believe because there's all these little check marks on the box for different options that you can get with it, whether it's a 3-cell 2600 or 3200 and different features. So it's a high torque Metal Gear servo, 9 kilograms, power servo. It's got superior upper bracing, ensures 3 differential drive system, keeps operating smoothly. So we'll read some of this in monster truck voice because it's a monster truck. Aluminum shock tower with threaded aluminum, oil-filled shocks, Sunday. So we're gonna open this up. We're gonna take it out of here, and we'll get you going from there. So, all right, let's stack some tires. So you're not gonna see this fully assembled here for this video because we're doing it live and I don't have my tools here, but I do have another camera so we can get in closer and look at this thing. It comes wrapped here. Let me actually switch over right now and we'll show you guys some of what I'm looking at here. So we're gonna switch our camera and go live with it. So there we go. So this is how it comes packaged here. We've got a nice wrap on this, which is different. This is very obvious that you need to take it off. It's not like a skin-tight peel like they normally are. This thing is much looser, and it actually comes off very easily. So we can see the graphics, which is one of the first things I noticed about this truck and thought were super cool. I love monster trucks. That's what got me into the hobby, and this definitely looks like a beast of a truck right here. Let's give you kind of a beauty shot of it here. Yeah. All right. So let's take off the body clips and get a little look under the hood. Can't really see anything the way that it's sitting without the tires on it. Well, here is the the ESC. It broke free. I'm guessing it was maybe, where would it have been? Maybe up here on the front? That doesn't make sense. Well, that'll be the first thing that we'll figure out is where the ESC goes on this. It's just double-sided tape. You know, you can kind of put it where you want. That feels tight. Maybe it was in the back here. Oh, it's probably down here. Sorry. Don't be an imbecile, Tony. Probably goes down here. All right. So what are we looking at? Here we go. So we've got lots of aluminum in here, like chassis bracing. We've got some beefy aluminum shock towers that feel pretty good. Really huge metal lugs here for our tires with like plastic carriers, plastic arms, which are adjustable, which is nice. Actually, it looks like it's going to be pretty easy. We'll be able to put on our fin here in the back real easily. So let me switch back over. We'll set this down for a minute, guys. We'll get this on. What do we got? Well, that's an interesting... the bracing that they've got here up front on the is pretty interesting. I'll get you guys in for a look at that in just a second. But we'll get a couple of these things that are easy enough to assemble on here. It'd probably be nice if I can quickly get the wheels on for you with the given hardware. And I'll look over here maybe and see some questions. Can't see anything at all, Tony. All right, how's that, guys? You seeing something now? All right, so we're back. Blackout. That's the problem with live and trying to work on stuff at the same time and not seeing that the feed is completely down. All right, so instruction manual. Nothing to write home about. Just the typical exploded parts views, part numbers, listings, all of that. Got our tires here. And let's see here. So we're going to want to go like so. Like so. All right, Steve, it looks like, I don't remember which truck it was for you. I think it was this one where you got all four of one direction of tires. It looks like mine came with the right ones for right and left side. If I'm putting them on the right way, that's another question. I'm just going to get them on here for now, just quickly assembled, so that we can get kind of the ride height and everything. So we got a couple questions. Fix your camera. Is this working, guys? Maybe I just need to go to the bottom of the comments. Yes, yes. And if you were texting me, there's an issue with that because my phone is actually the the camera, so I'm not getting any text messages. But thanks for trying. All right, let's just get this on enough to hold it in place. This little wrench here feels just like the one that comes with the X-Max. Big plastic wrench. Yeah, Redneck Nick says he does the same thing. Just throw the manual on the floor. So I'm looking in here. There's looks like a 2S LiPo battery. Oh no, it says 11.1 volts. So a 3S. 2600 milliamp hour battery in the box. So, okay, backstory, guys, while I'm doing this, because I'm here and I can. And I'm working on this. So I didn't know I was going to do this until like 15 minutes ago. And I was going to come up here and shoot the video. And realized I'm heading out of the country and I want to get this out and bash it. So I need to somehow quickly get this video out. And so I decided, hey, let's do a live video because people have been asking for more live videos. And so we did it, but in my rush to get up here, I dropped my Apple Watch on the floor. It fell off my wrist and shattered the screen. So I'm a little flustered anyway coming into this. You know, just not a good vibe for getting things going. All right. So we've got this set up. Man, the suspension feels really good on this. So it is a 100 amp. Here we go. Let's go back to this camera here for you guys. According to the ESC, it is a waterproof 100 amp ESC. So that's good to know. And what else do we have here? Here's the motor. Of course, I cannot see any markings on it, so I don't know whether to go by the book or by the box. The box said it was a 2260 kV and The website, which I have right here, said it is a 2030 kV brushless motor. On the top here, we've got along going on with the waterproofness, the on-off switch that's capped here in this little rubber, and we've got a 9 kilogram torque Metal Gear servo up front. And like Steve at RC Tanks and Trucks, servos are not something I think about too much unless they're not working. And again, luckily they're not too expensive to replace if something does go wrong with one. Even my low-C nice one, 10, paid a lot of money for. The ESC went after a couple months. So things like that I expect to go. But we've got our antenna. I hate long antennas. Luckily, it is one that'll just tuck under the body, it looks like, and be out of the way. We've got a heat sink here kind of on the motor. It's set up to plug in or screw in a fan at some point. I'm sure that these wires were all routed through. They've got these nice plastic clips here to do some nice cable management. However, these ones are not managed at all, as the ESC was sitting up on the top there. So to what I was saying that was interesting is these like sway bars up in the front. The way that they've got these, I thought something was broken when I pulled it out of the package. The way that they bend and that they're attached in here is just kind of interesting to me. The way that it pulls through here. Looks like it's adjustable. Sorry, I lost it. Here we go. So yeah, it looks adjustable to me. And I wouldn't know how to adjust it for the life of me. But for those of you that would know how to adjust it, that might be a good thing. Again, going with the aluminum, lots of options here for your front shock towers. As you can see here, lots of places that you can put them for different angles on your shocks. There are 2 options here for the lower part of your shock. Everything looks and feels good, guys. So I'm going to actually open it up to some questions here instead of just talking. Ask you guys what I haven't shown. Here's the bottom plate. I realized I hadn't shown that. Nice and thick metal, actually. It's like 2.5 millimeters, something like that. Let me see if they list it as a selling point here on the website. For the chassis, 2.4 millimeter thick. I was close for this plate. So that looks good. So again, we're going to jump over here. I'm going to have to feed back through and see if there are any questions. And I'm going to switch back to the other camera while I do that, guys. We'll put the body back on, show you its stance when it's all set up. And where's my back? All right. There it is. Me and bodies and my patience don't always get along. That's a sweet looking truck. Let's just say that first of all. I mean, this is my kind of rig right here. Mean wide stance, big fat wide tires. Cool paint job, like low profile body, but it's got kind of like that old school front fender and grill on it. I don't know if you can see that very well. So it's kind of a mixture of a bunch of different looking trucks. I like it. All right, so let's go over to the questions. Bar Harbor Basher. Tony, I put the wheels on backwards. Yeah, I realized that when I flipped it over. I thought I had it on upside down for some reason. Or the chassis. I wasn't paying too close of attention because I was rushing. Cool Traxxas response tire can go on it. Yeah, so I've got the tread pattern actually backwards. But I do have left and rights. So you can see here how I've got the treads. They're actually the wrong way. So I just wasn't paying attention in my rush. Because I should have the V pattern going the other way into the dirt. Can I use a 6S LiPo battery? Asked Redneck Nick. No, It is 3 to 4S, I think is what I believe it said on the box. I've been known to push that. You'd have to... it only has one battery tray, which is not something I pointed out, actually. And the battery tray is molded. And let me flip back over to this other camera. It is a molded battery tray. And so if you needed something longer, you'd have to end up cutting out this piece or actually physically removing it, which would then mean doing a different way of mounting your straps. So, but yeah, this doesn't feel like it moves at all. And, you know, there's no extension out for it. So let me get back here. Go back, make sure we're working, we're live and right. How much is the truck? They have it listed at $380, but if you use some coupon codes, I know I have one, CCxRC GearBest, it'll get you, I think, 8% off anything that's not on sale. I'll have to get you that link. Let me actually, I can look it up right now for you. And you can get it down quite a bit. And Steve has a code, I believe, that can get it down even more. So that's specific to this truck. But yeah, I don't have it listed. One of the videos that I just did, I listed it, but not this one. I don't have it on hand. Going back up through some of the questions. What size are the Hex? Yeah, 17 millimeter. Bar Harbor Basher is right. Hey Josh, how's it going? Hey Chris, you just got the HPI E10 Monster Energy Drift Car. That is a sweet rig for sure. I tried to get into fast cars, anything like that, and it wasn't my game. I wish I could. It's looks awesome, but I'm better off throwing things in the air, and even that I'm not too great at. All right, Monster. So got a center spur gear, and it looks like diff, Josh. Warren David, you're right about the battery. I actually, you know, we'll give it a try. Hit or miss with some of these that have come. I typically use mine. Again, I primarily use like Venom batteries or Bias, something from CCxRC. Lots of great ones. So, Shadow Plays asks about his Instagram, man. It's awesome. I've been to a couple of your live videos. This one is definitely, tomorrow is going to go out to the BMX trails, and we will definitely be bashing this thing. Now, the highest rated batteries that I have are going to be the 3S ones that I use for my X-Max. Yeah, this body mounting isn't easy to get in under this fin. I'll just say that. Not a deal breaker, but I wasn't struggling for no reason earlier. Somebody says it's ugly. I disagree. I think it's rad. Gray, black, red. Can't go wrong with it. Totally rock and roll. Like blood spewing out of like a cartoon skull on the top. That's all great. And that's all rock and roll right there. His camera is pointing at the camera. Yeah, guys, sorry about that. That was my bad earlier. I'm looking for questions here, scanning through. Right. Venom, whoop whoop. Yes, Josh. For the most part, I've had good luck with them. I haven't actually with that 5,000 milliamp 50C 3S that I use, the soft pack. I've burned through 3 of those things already in a year. But I'm not the best with my batteries either. I'll be honest. What can I say? They like water. They like a lot of things. So, am I going to do more running with the JLB 21101? Yes, Jack F1. I will. It is actually down and out of commission at the moment. When I was doing the snow bash, I messed up the front diff in it. Actually, let's kind of look at these. These feel good. So, yeah, I got to get it back up and running. I got to get the front differential worked out on that, which Josh Williams will also tell you I need to do the front diff in my low C10. I shot that. Me and front diffs have like we have this relationship where they don't like me. I could care less about them, but they don't like me. I don't like having to fix them. Let's just say that. I didn't take the radio out of the box. In fact, it's still boxed here. It's really ugly looking. I'll tell you that much. Is that vain or whatever? I don't know. I like things that look cool. And 2.4 gigahertz spread spectrum technology from DHK Hobbies. 2.4 gigahertz frequency ensures no interference from other radios. Steering and throttle trims. Steering and throttle dual rates. Comfortable ergonomic design. It is actually comfortable. And internal transmitter antenna prevents breakage. It's my rock and roll voice. Yeah, so it's ugly. I'm annoyed whenever I can't run it one-handed, and that's too hard unless I make kind of like a clip to put on there. I like one-handed controllers for filming. But it takes, what do we got? 4 AA batteries. It's actually, the build quality on it is not bad. The design on it, you know, they didn't spend too much time on it, I don't think. So yeah, here, let's do the same thing we've done on the rest of the things. We'll show you all the controls here. Alrighty. Where can I get some light? There we go. Alright, so there we've got your dual rates for throttle and steering on the top, steering trim, throttle trim, and then you've got your reverse switches down here and your on-off switch. It is, what is it? Is it rubber? Yep, little rubber grip on it, little nubby antenna. Kind of a funky shape. Got that weird like hand protector here, but in case you like jump your car at yourself and you need to, you know, throw this up and you know, block it. I almost had to do that with my new Detroit Multi-Rotors quadcopter today when I almost crashed it into my face, which was pretty awesome. And that video will probably have a beep in it, beep, and just keeping it for the kids, you know. Anyway, so yeah, it's ugly. It'll do. You can swap these out again. If you've got a good control system, you can swap that out with another receiver for you. Whatever you're running, and you'll be much happier that way anyway. So, yeah, it does. Bar Harbor Basher, it does have the ability to dial down some of your throttle input, so your kid won't break it. But you know what? If you're like me, what you do is you give your kid the controller at full speed, let them break it, and then you buy the nice aluminum upgrades, and you tell your wife, you know what, I got to buy these parts, I might as well get the nicer ones so that this doesn't happen again when I let little Dino drive the truck. So these are tips, guys. Be writing these down. Take notes. All right. Hey, Steve is here. That RC Tanks and Trucks dude that I was talking about earlier. Only saying good things, right, guys? It wasn't putting him down, wasn't making fun of his driving skills with the DHK Zombie. It was all good fun. It was clean, Steve. You're going to want to watch this whole video again just to make sure you can hear what I said. So that'll give me some really great view time for my YouTube analytics. So be sure you just check this whole thing out and see what I was saying in case you want to message me on Facebook later and we can have a little bit of a feud going on. All right, Josh, once I bash this thing, I will get it over to you. Josh Williams in the group there is my buddy up at Debbie's RC World who has pretty much gotten me into this hobby. And whenever I don't know what to do, which is a lot, I was there today with questions asking him, okay, now I've got a quadcopter. How do these things work? And always very helpful. So, but yeah, you can race this bad boy. I'm going to be out of the country for a bit there, and if it's still in one piece when I'm done with it, it's yours to bash and take to the races. Where is the Bison, Luis says. Well, this video is not about the Bison. It's about unboxing a new car that may just be the Bison replacement. We'll see. I mean, that's what this is all about. Finding out what the next best thing is. Because the Bison right now in my garage is the best thing. Because the X-Max I don't have batteries for. So, all right. Put it next to the other trucks and compare them. If I could pause this, I would do that. But I can't pause it, and it would be too long downstairs. But what you can do is right now, you can click on that little guy up there with the RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7 with the little logo with the tank and truck. Click on him, and he's got a great size comparison and video that compares this to the other stuff. So there you go. There's a plug. All right. Bar Harbor Basher 65 plus. Is that are you making fun of my age now? I mean, I had a birthday just recently, but no. All right, going through the questions. Looks like we might be running through them. So I got the controller. Oh, the battery charger. Here's what I think of the battery charger. I'm not going to use it. It's a balanced lead charger. It'll take 4 to 6 hours to charge it. The battery that you get with it will give you about 15 to 20 minutes of runtime, depending on how conservative you are on the throttle. Somebody like me, I'll probably get that 20 minutes, maybe more. I'm not like you crazy people out there that just go full open throttle all the time. No, I'm a very gentle driver with these things, and I just take it nice and slow, and then I gun it when I want to hit the jump. But then I land it and I start back over. I'm not like a speed demon or anything like that. Shenlanko saying that there's a bind button on the ECX amp monster truck kit. That's pretty sweet. You could probably, what did you bind to it? Spectrum? Now we're talking about something else. Anyway, this looks like a very solid truck. This is going to be loud, guys, because the microphone is right here. So you'll get all of the audio goodness of this. Ready? Yes. I love it. This thing's going to land great. They're actually very stiff, so I mean, you're going to have to come down really hard to chassis slap this thing, which is really great for what I plan to do with it. So again, this is the DHK Hobby. Really rad monster truck, regardless of what the person up in the comments earlier said about it being ugly. This is the most awesome looking truck that you can get from GearBest that has the DHK name on it with the zombie. So the coolest looking zombie truck they have. That's a fact. Hey Tony, make sure you tighten the wheel nuts. Yeah, man, I'm gonna put some locker on them once I flip the wheels around and put them on the right way, and get the treading just right. Because yeah, they're on backwards. When I look at it, right, plain as day right now. You know what? I'm gonna actually get up. I'm gonna get this camera and we're gonna bring it down and give you a little closer look at the stance on this thing. Oh, come on. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. We need new monster trucks in this hobby. There are not enough of them. Wow, this is all like backwards. I'm looking at it upside down. It's my forehead. Anyway. Alright guys, well, I'm going to get back around there and check for any more potential questions, but I think that pretty much does it for the unboxing of this live. I don't know if it was any fun. I don't know if it was any good. I can tell you one thing, I didn't expect for the wheels and stuff to be off when I opened the box, because Steve, you know, yours was already in your hands and ready when you started the video, and I didn't pay attention close enough apparently when the box came out. So, tomorrow we'll be bashing this. There should probably be, the way that I do it is, I usually shoot it in the day, edit it that same night, and it's posted. Most of you won't see it until the next day because I don't really upload it till like 1 or 2 a.m. So burning the midnight oil, as they say, or I think that's the quote. But yeah, getting tired these days, guys. A lot of late nights doing these things. Trying to keep content going. If you haven't seen it, I just did a review on the Firefly 6S camera. That thing is awesome. I bought it from GearBest. This one they sent to me to review. I buy a lot of things from them as well. And so I bought that camera. You know why? It was $53 from their US warehouse, which meant shipping only took like 9 days, 7 to 9 days. Still slower than most US shipping, but perfectly fine when you, you get to choose 3. Quality, speed, and what was it? Speed, quality, cost. So the cost is low and the quality is good. So for it to be slow shipping, that's fine by me. But yeah, really rad 4S camera, and for $53 you can't beat it. Just the accessories alone are worth, in my opinion, $53. If it was a different brand, and you know what brand I'm talking about. So yeah. I have a video up of it. I have a little footage of it, but I just shot today some footage with my quadcopter wearing it as the hat cam, which it comes with the hat cam mount too. It comes with the rails for your bike or putting on your RC cars. Tons of stuff. So check that out as well. Don't want to point to too many other things on this video, but this, I can't say anything. I'm not going to recommend this thing just by pulling it out of the box like this. You never know how it's going to actually drive. So we'll get it out, we'll beat it up, and we'll let you know how it handles the CCxRC beating that we like to give these things. So, and then we'll give it to Josh and let it see how it races. How's that sound? All right, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.